Yo, what it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost. Welcome back to another episode of Ghost Movies. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about some news that just broke yesterday, about 24 hours ago. Now, I'm reporting this from Giant Freaking Robot. I don't care what nobody says. This is my go-to source for any news, any information that's being broke across social media, across the internet. I come to this website to check all my news. And once I saw this news, I got freaking excited. Now, on this episode, y'all already know what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing my Game of Thrones. I got my Game of Thrones House of Dragon, House of Targaryen. I got my freaking Danny in the back because y'all already know what I'm about to deep dive into. I want to talk about Game of Thrones, the movie happening. Now, that is a question that I wanted for a while. Ever since the show ended back in 2018, 2019, after season 8 was done, I was like, okay, where do we go next? Okay, here comes a prequel to House of the Dragon. We're gonna get a spinoff. We're gonna get, House of the Dragon, which is coming out on HBO, hopefully 2022. Okay, but are we gonna get a movie? Now I want to deep dive into this article because this is taken from the entertainment, department, entertainment section. So I want to deep dive into it. Now it says Game of Thrones. I'm gonna read the title again. Game of Thrones, the movie happening? ? Now it says Game of Thrones ended in 2019. Like, didn't I just say that? Come on, I know my show. This is my favorite show of all time. Number one of all time. I was okay with how season 8 and season 7, how it all ended. I was okay how Game of Thrones ended. I was okay who killed the Night King. I was okay with how Danny died. The only thing I didn't like was they rushed it. They put the coffee cup on the table. They had a water bottle on that meeting with the Seven Kingdoms. When they had that big meeting, they had a water bottle by one of the chairs. I was mad about that. But other than that, I loved how it ended. I loved the story. I loved the action. But Game of Thrones, you cannot bash seasons 1 through 5. They were amazing. Season 1 through 5 was fantastic. You cannot get on the show because of how it ended. I love the show from start to finish, and I'm okay with it. All right, continuing on. Game of Thrones ended in 2019 after 8 seasons on HBO, becoming one of the biggest shows of the 2010s and winning more Emmy Awards than any drama series ever. Game of Thrones was a massive success for HBO, and as the biggest series ever on the network, it's no surprise that HBO has been planning for another series set in the world of George R.R. Martin's work. But a new rumor suggests that not only is HBO working on new shows, it might also be working on Game of Thrones movies. That's all I needed to hear is the movie part, man. I want that so bad. The rumor comes from gossip writer Daniel Richmond, who posts a piece of gossip on his Patreon page. While Richmond doesn't say where his information comes from, see, he doesn't cite the source, he does say that the plan is for Game of Thrones to live on through HBO for 20 more years. Certainly, more television shows based on this world could also continue the series for that long, but a movie wouldn't be entirely outside the realm of possibility. See, they give you the option of possibilities. We could still get HBO. We could still get a movie. Whether it comes in the theaters or on HBO, we could still get movies. At least 3 of them. HBO really makes movies based on their television product, but it's something they've done with some of their shows. Sex and the City received 2 movies, and several shows like Looking, Hello Ladies, and Deadwood have all had movie-length final episodes to wrap up the story. However, with the introduction of HBO Max, it looks as though HBO might be digging into their path for some new stories. Sex and the City is getting a reboot, while The Sopranos has a prequel film, The Many Saints of Newark, coming to theaters, and HBO Max this year. It would make sense that HBO might eventually make a Game of Thrones film at some point as well. But what makes this rumor suspicious is that HBO has been relatively upfront with their plans for the future of Game of Thrones property. See? So it could be true, it could not be true. When Game of Thrones was still on the air back in 2017, the network let the audience know there were 5 other Game of Thrones series in development. Several of these series have been nixed, including one prequel series that would have starred Naomi Watts. Yes, that was supposed to be The Long Night, or How the White Walkers or the others, how were they created? How were they born? How did that war go? How did that relationship between the others and the humans come about? So yes, that has been nixed. It's okay though. Beyond that, HBO has let fans know already they can expect more Game of Thrones content in the future. Just last month, it was announced a prequel series was being made based on Martin's Novelia series Tales of Dunk and Egg. While there's also been, while there's also an animated drama coming to HBO Max, but the most prominent of these series is another prequel. Yo, I'm telling you, son, that prequel is what I'm looking for. That prequel that we're all looking forward to is House of the Dragon, how the Targaryen started, which already has cast the outsiders Patty Considine, Olivia Cook, Emma D'Arcy, and Matt Smith. Okay, that's what's up. If HBO does want to continue Game of Thrones for 20 years, making more series seems a good way not only to do that, but to keep fans subscribed to HBO or HBO Max. Making a film in this world could theoretically happen, but a new movie every few years isn't going to keep audience subscribed for month after month. Besides that, HBO has been fairly straightforward about their plans with Game of Thrones. So if there was a film in development, it seems as though we would hear from the studio. Considering the popularity of Game of Thrones, a movie would make sense. But as of right now, it looks as a little bit more than an unconfirmed rumor. See, it's unconfirmed. I'm just giving y'all this news because it is a possibility. That's why I want to talk about this in my episode. It's a possibility. We could be getting this. Even though it's unconfirmed, even though it's just people, just talking, blowing smoke, who knows? HBO might be desperate enough after House of Dragon, if they don't have anything in the cards, any other TV shows to cast or to go into post-production or pre-production, they could come out and develop 3 movies. You already have 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, so now you could do a movie and talk about other people now. I think that would be a great idea for Game of Thrones, for HBO, because HBO said they wanted to milk the name Game of Thrones anyway. So I think I would be so on board if they did a movie. If this comes out to be true, I am going to lose my ish, because I fucking love Game of Thrones so much. And if we get a movie, at least 2 or 3 films, I am on board. And yes, I would compare them to the Lord of the Rings films. Yes, I would. The show itself already is compared to Lord of the Rings. So I am on board. I'm looking forward to this. Let me know what y'all think, Ghost Nation. If you did get a Game of Thrones movie, would you be excited for it? Would it make you come back to the franchise after the writers or the producers from Game of Thrones, they put a bad taste in our mouths for how it ended? Would you come back if we did a movie? I know a lot of fans are coming back for House of Dragon. Would you come back if they did a feature film? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, and I will read them, I will reply to them, and I will like them. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. Smash that like button for your boy. Like, subscribe to Ghost Movies. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. It's blasting off.